Hello,
Hi.
hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm so excited to be able to share everything with you and walk you through all of the information on getting you started and if this is going to be a good fit for you. So my name is Heather Harrison. You can kind of see on the screen. We're going to dive kind of deep tonight and just, like I said, making sure that you have all of your questions answered, all the information to see if our opportunity and what we do here at Modere on our Mod Squad Bosses team is a good fit for you. So we're going to be moving through some slides. We've got this beautiful presentation put together for you. And there will be lots of interaction. So if you are hopping on live, say hello and let us know where you're tuning in from. We've got some awesome giveaways, so stay tuned for that, as well as a 48-hour special. So lots of exciting things. So let's go ahead and move on to the next slide. So that way we can just go ahead and kick this off, right? Because by the end of this webinar, you can see right here, this is what we're going to be teaching you, how you'll be able to grow your business your way, without being a billboard for a company. Here, we're all about branding yourself and being authentic to who you are, which is a little bit different than what you're going to find out there in the other like network marketing community. We're social retail, right? So it's a little bit different. We're going to kind of tell you the differences in that. How to create an impactful income without spamming friends and family. Can I get like some some hands raised, right? We're all on Facebook. That method works and there's no judgment against that method, but a lot of times we're looking for something that's going to give us some more authenticity. And that's what we have created here. Why top industry leaders are flocking here, guys. We're kind of a big deal. We've got some huge people from all kinds of other companies really taking a look at our company because we are disrupting the entire industry. And that's huge, right? We are like busting open the seams. We're leading the way as far as like FTC regulations. Definitely got some exciting things, and the newbies in the industry are winning too, and that's the other balance to this, right? It's not just like these huge leaders who can come and win. It's the new people who've maybe never done this before, or maybe like me, and I'll get to my story in a second, who have tried other companies and failed and then found success here. Oh, I got like goosebumps just saying that because it's been so true for me and so many women on my team. That whether this is your first company or your fifth company, people are winning, right? And then how simple and duplicatable our system is. And it's so mainstream, technologically advanced. We are ahead of the times. It's another way we're disrupting the entire industry by taking out some of these, I think, outdated forms of working this business. So let's go ahead and move on to the next slide. You do not want to miss this, right? So we're not going to take up too much of your time, but like I said, we do have some gifts and some exclusive offers for participation. And I'm going to ask that you really try to set aside this time for yourself and put away all distractions. And I know how hard that is. I can't even like watch TV anymore without also being on my phone. But if you'll just give us a little piece of your time, give us your full attention. You're going to be, sticking out with me. I promise to be entertaining, right? I have purple hair, a little bit crazy. And then you'll be hearing from some really incredible, impactful women. And I don't want you to miss any details because this could just be the thing that sets off this next decade for you. This could be the one thing that puts 2020 as like a landmark year in your life that created some massive change, okay? So we'll move on to the next slide. Oh, look, there I am. Heather here. I'm Elite 1, Platinum 1. Those things are just titles. Don't worry about that. I am a wife and mom of 2 kids under 3. I have a 10-month-old and a 3-year-old, so I'm busy. I'm a certified life and confidence coach. But guys, let me just tell you that you don't have to have certifications. You don't have college degrees. You don't have to have any of this fancy stuff to be successful here. If you can't tell by my hair, I definitely was a hairdresser. And at one time I owned my own studio salon. So I know the entrepreneurial spirit very well. And this idea of like American dream of having your own brick and mortar business. And I'm going to talk a little bit later about how, people who open those businesses, they get to that point, they understand that those businesses end up owning them. It's an interesting collaboration with having a brick and mortar business. And I've tuned to this and have fallen in love with it because it's given me time freedom. And then self-love and clean living advocate. That's what I'm all about. People will tell you, if you hang around me long enough, I'm going to brainwash you into loving and believing in yourself because you are worth it. I don't know if anybody has told you today, but you are beautiful. You are incredible. You are worth living your best life, right? Oh, look, and then I have some before and afters. So we are going to talk a little bit later about like our products, right? And like the company, what the company provides, because that's important. If you don't know, some people are just tuning in to learn about the opportunity, right? There's an opportunity, then there's incredible products. So that is a 4-month difference in my before and afters on our products, right after I had my daughter. So 6 weeks postpartum and then 4 months later. Which I have 2 kids, and I can tell you my son's weight, baby weight, did not come off that fast. So that is awesome. But I will tell you a little bit more about that later. I really, want to talk about my story here with Modere and really network marketing. So I've been here now for 3 years. I've been in network marketing for 5. Like I said, I was with a previous company and really was looking at network marketing to provide residual income because I had that brick and mortar business. And I realized if I'm not there, I'm not making any money. So if I'm sick, if I want to take a vacation, I actually was taking a big pay cut and needed residual income. Well, that company really didn't find me any success, but I did enjoy the industry. And when I had my son, I didn't want to work anymore. And so I was working at my salon part-time on the weekends, which kind of put my husband and I financially in a tight spot. Long story short, we actually found ourselves in a very desperate financial situation and really needed an opportunity that was going to allow us to make some real income. A compensation plan that was fair and generous, and products that I really could stand behind and fall in love with and believe in. And as divine answers, like divinity would have it, like Modere was put in my life at the perfect place and perfect time. It pulled my house out of pre-foreclosure. It's my first month. 3 years later, I have an ability to make a 6-figure income. And it's just, I've been able to go on all the trips. I've been able to impact so many people's lives. That for me is my favorite part. I am a helper. I love helping others. So it's not just me, sitting at this top and winning. It's being able to build a team of people that I am actually helping them have real income too. So just know that here anything is possible. Wherever your situation is, maybe you are struggling, maybe you have money, but you're looking for time freedom. This can absolutely give that to you, as we're all online from your phone. Like, we have a system that can get it down to an hour of work a day on your phone. Maybe you were like me when I was looking for more family time because I had a baby and wanted to stay at home with him. I didn't want to do daycare. Or maybe you were like that time in my life when I had more month than I did money. And it was really stressful and really hard. And I needed something, an answered prayer, to help my family have real income and change our complete financial situation. So let's move on to the next slide. And we're going to dive deep into all of those things. Now, obviously, look, there's us on those trips. Those trips, guys, life-changing trips. And they're real. Like, you can actually earn them. I've been with another company before where it was, they did trips too, but it was really hard. And I love that our company actually tries to put more people on the trips, right? We're not a get rich quick scheme. Okay. This is not going to happen overnight. It took me, full disclosure, it took me 2.5 years to get to that 6-figure income. But it was worth it, right? It was totally worth that 2.5 years. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? It does take work. It does take effort. It does take consistency. We're going to teach you all of the needs to know. So really, you are just the factor in how fast you want to go, how this business is going to work out for you. I just needed that extra $300 to $500 to help pull my house out of pre-foreclosure and balance what my husband was bringing to the table. And of course, as that income was like easy for me to pretty much get that under control, okay, I can dream bigger. And now I've completely surpassed what my salon was bringing in. And like I said, we've paid off over $30,000 worth of debt, like new cars, like our life looks completely different because I took this opportunity seriously and I treated it like a business, and it has paid me like one. So we'll move on to the next slide. Who we are. We're Modere. We're also, we have this team here that we've co-created and collaborated with. What I love about the company is our core values and how we stand apart. Just really, like I said, I've been talking about this a lot, disrupting the entire industry for so many reasons. And one of those is still our culture, authentic, compassionate, humble, vibrant, I've got that down, extraordinary, and disruptive. Right? We are creating massive shifts and massive change to create a real viable opportunity, a company that has been around for 30 years. So it's got stability, but it has a new model. So it's modern and it's technologically advanced, right? And, everybody on our team comes from different backgrounds. So this isn't just for women. This isn't just for previous business owners. It's not even for people who seem to be very bubbly and outgoing, right? We've got parents and corporate employees and teachers, nurses, lawyers, everybody can really, it's a home for everybody. That's what we tell people, because and we'll talk about this later when we go over a little bit about the comp plan, whether you are just good at sharing products that you love and want to help people through the customer side, or whether you are more of a leader and you love that leadership position, we really can accommodate you and also pay you, pay you well, right? So we really are home for everybody. And because we're not building a brand of Modere, we help you brand yourself. We've become very genuine and authentic. So this business can be for you, whoever you are. All right, let's move on to the next slide here. Talking about the benefits, right? So we, I don't know if you've heard of our waist strainer in a bottle. Let me know if you have in the comments what your favorite flavor is. It is, well, it's won best award, sorry, let me get my thoughts together. It has won the best weight loss award for 2018. I'm sure 2019 is coming, but we help you have your cake and eat it too. Or, if you've got a sweet tooth, this one product is really changing people's health and body composition. And so if you aren't in our healthy living community, let us know and we'll get you added into that so you can get more information about it. Let's move on to our next slide here. So yes. So it's not just right? It's not just my results, my before and afters. These are real people. So I want you to know that Nicole, you're going to hear from her later. This is one of her pictures. All these people are real customers or real SMs. Now, I didn't get started with Trim because I'm a nursing mama, right? I've got that 10-month-old. And so my results actually came from the M3, which is great because we've got systems for different people. And what I love most about our systems is that they're natural products. They're natural based. So I've been with other supplement companies before. I've looked at other supplements from the grocery store, and a lot of them are synthetic. You can't take while you're breastfeeding. You know, it's really like a big no-no. I was approved at 6 weeks to start taking some of our supplements because of how natural they are. They're good for you. They're healthy for you. We don't promote fad diet. These are lifestyle changes. And, you know, weight loss, of course, since we're January, beginning of the year, is one of the biggest industries. And we're creating a culture that's not just like a diet or, you know, take this and get skinny. It's more about creating a lifestyle changes and really helping people have healthier habits. And you can learn more about that, even just watching our M3 video about making that shift towards health instead of just losing weight or getting skinny. We'll move on to the next slide here. So there you go. All of our products, you know, we're not just weight loss. It's just one of our flagship products because it's one of the things that people look for most often. Over there on the side, you can see we have clean living products. That is another thing that I love the most, having young children. I also have an autoimmune disease. My son has eczema. We're very aware of the toxins that can come and ingredients that can come in other household products. And so having clean products in the house with young kids, with babies, is very important. And not only are we clean, we're a clean living company, but we are also effective, right? I almost forgot that word, effective, which is great. You want the products not to just be clean. It's great if something is plant-based, but if it doesn't work, you know, there's still another problem there. And so being able to have clean products that work is awesome, right? We use our fluoride-free toothpaste. I haven't had any cavities since I started using our toothpaste and mouthwash. I'm a retired hairdresser. I gave up, guys, this is huge, okay? I gave up my Paul Mitchell professional hair care products for ours. That's how good they work. That is something I didn't think would happen. I was like, okay, I'll try everything else. The shampoo and conditioner was the last thing I tried. And I'm so glad I did. My hair is actually only this long because of our shampoo and conditioner. Because I color all the time, I used to have to keep it really short because it wouldn't be healthy enough. So we have got, you know, a mission to be in 1 million homes living clean and toxin free. We have got our nutraceuticals, which is an entire line of world patented liquid collagen. Collagen is a buzzword right now. I'm telling you right now, we have the best. Ours is liquid. Absorption is amazing. We not only have weight loss supplements, right, but we also have health supplements like your probiotics, your mineral support, fiber drinks, some other really great things. So we have an entire line of natural and clean living products to help meet people's needs right where they're at. So you're not pigeonholed into a limited market. You really can help everybody. I love it. I love it. You know, like you can really get out there and help people where they need to be helped. So number 2 of becoming a Mod Squad boss. I love that. It's a little bit of a tongue twister, Mod Squad, but I just love it. A Mod Squad boss. It's not only like you got some incredible products, you're hitting your health goals, your clean living goals, but you hopped on this webinar because you wanted to hear about how we can earn an income, right? And we don't do 3-way phone calls here. We don't have to hold inventory. Everything is online. We don't have to do home parties. Amen. So I know, like, just a side note here, I know I'm very bubbly on this webinar because I'm in the comfort of my own house and I have purple hair and everybody assumes like I'm like this huge extrovert. I'm not. I am an introvert. Okay. So when you tell me I have to go to some stranger's house and do a presentation there, I'm like, please don't. Like I sit outside in my car, like I really don't want to go in. So we don't have to do that here. Now, if that's your game, like girlfriend, you go for it, right? You absolutely can. That does have that can work. It can work for you. But here, I love that is not a necessity. No cold market messaging, no spamming, guys. We've basically become the brainchild of like a retail company and a network marketing company. So all the benefits you see with retail companies like your Amazon, your Netflix, Uber, we've matched that with the best of what an old style network marketing company compensation plan would be and created social retail. So it's huge, right? Plus, we're going to teach you, like I said, to brand yourself. So you're not like totally posting on Facebook every day, all day about the company you work for. We are going to teach you attraction marketing. It's kind of similar to affiliate marketing, which is huge on Instagram now. Like everybody on Instagram with a following is selling something. Okay, let's be real. That's the wave of the future. This is in a more authentic way with just one company, right? Curiosity posting and stuff. So we'll go on to the next slide. I'm going to talk about that over here. How we sell the products. You know, of course, I want you to use the product and I want you to love it because authenticity means that you are selling something you like. I don't want you just out there spamming people with something you've never tried. But use a product, you fall in love with it, you share that love, and you can make an income. Think about it. Have you seen when Starbucks throws out a new Frappuccino? They come up with like the craziest flavors, and everybody goes crazy. There's like memes about it. People are sharing on if they've tried the unicorn Frappuccino or whatever it was. Everybody shared it, right? Everybody went out and tried it. Even if you didn't like it and you shared that you tried it, I guarantee you somebody went out there and tried it because you said you tried it. Does that make sense? Nobody got any commissions off of that. Guys, this is the same thing. What if you did that because you actually loved it and you had some incredible results with it, but you actually got paid for it, right? You create a little bit curiosity. You ATM people. I love the ATM. It actually means add tag message. But one of our industry leaders here always talks about it's like the money machine. ATM, yeah, it's like a little play on words there. That's like our whole system is adding people to our Facebook groups, tagging them in the information that they have asked you for, and then just connecting with them on Messenger. It really is that simple. You know, we're all about you being your authentic self, so you don't have to dress your pin level or become this person that the company wants you to be, branding yourself, and just really, you know, approaching people when the opportunity presents itself, right? So if somebody is looking to swap out their toxic laundry detergent, you can share that love with them. Like, I have found something that gets out baby poop that doesn't have chemicals. Like, sign me up, right? And you can give them $10 off, which is our whole referral system. So this is another brainchild I love of the benefit of being a retail company. They do all these sales all the time. You know, I think everything has some type of referral system or like a punch card now, where if you refer your friends, you know, you get like refer 5 friends, get something for free. Well, we do that too. You know, you can offer people $10 off their first purchase. And huge, your customers have a whole entire referral system. And this is where it gets really exciting, because even if your customer doesn't want to join the business at all, but she loves her product so much that she shared them with everybody in her book club, and they all become customers. Okay, hang with me. Your initial customer is going to get cash back rewards for those people that she referred. So your customers are incentivized to also refer people, but you're getting all the commissions. So your customer's getting cash back, but you're still getting the same amount. It's not even discounted commissions. It's the same amount of commissions as even if those referred customers were your personal customers. I mean, drop me some flames down below. That was huge. You know that could mean for you on social media? That's incredible, right? So, you know, this is really, again, how we're disrupting the industry. So let's take a look at our comp plan. Show me some money down below. If you came here to look at the money, where's all my analytical people? Because this was me. I mean, I switched from another company, and I switched, even though it wasn't like a huge success, I switched the month I had my biggest check ever, right? I mean, my house was in pre-foreclosure, so I had a lot of drive pushing me that much to make it work. And so, but I left because, not just because I saw a product I really loved, but because of this right here. So we are a dual compensation plan. I know that there's binaries out there. There's all these other compensation plans. I've never seen anything like this. And I do this on a daily basis where people who are joining from other companies, I can help break this down for them, right? So you have a customer side and you have a social marketer side, and they're almost completely separate. On your customer side, you can get up to 36% commissions. That is industry leading. It's huge, because even companies who are offering maybe 40% usually have some type of preferred customer program, which then you're only getting 20%, or they're usually trying to recruit people, I call it selling to recruit. We don't do that here. If there's no reason for people to build a business, then there's no reason for them to be a social marketer, right? They need to be a customer. We get daily pay. Drop me some parts for daily pay. Let me tell you about this. So if you need groceries or you need gas, you can go out and help a couple people get what they need, and that is coming into your bank account the next day. I can't tell you how many team members of mine that has changed, their financial situation, where they've been stressed because their tire blew out. They didn't know how they were going to afford that new tire. And I'm like, well, let's help some people. And we went out and helped a couple people, and then they had the money the next day to go and replace their tire. And then they're not stressed about the rent or what they're going to eat that month. To me, that's huge. We also earn Live Clean credits. So a lot of people are looking to become a distributor because maybe you get a discount on products. We don't get a discount. We do have the opportunity to earn free products, which I think is better. I would rather free products than a discount. Can I get an amen? So every month since I have been here, I have gotten $100 to $200 a month in free products. I haven't paid for anything. I've done a couple giveaways and I've paid for that. I haven't paid really for any of my products since I started, because I get free products every month. So I haven't paid for shampoo and conditioner or laundry detergent in 3 years. That's pretty awesome. So there's no recruiting if you don't want to recruit. We have a 10-to-1 customer ratio because there's no reason for people to be a social marketer if they're not building a business. And we really provide an Amazon-like experience for them. 3-day shipping. It's all online. Our customer website is just a website. You cannot even sign up or find information about being a social marketer on that website. It's 100% a retail site. We do promotions almost every month that are provided by the company. They do giveaways, guys. They do huge and phenomenal things for our customers, which is awesome. And then we're getting all of these lucrative benefits. It's a dream come true. So now if you want to build a team, right? If you're a leader, you love being in that leadership position, you love helping other people, help them with their finances. I'll tell you a little bit about this side, because this is insanely lucrative, right? We have first order business, monthly team builder bonuses, a generational unilevel bonus. There's a promoter development bonus. All the bonuses that you can get on the social marketer side aren't even listed here. The bonuses are insane. And then when you match the two together and you're building a customer pod and you're helping others do the same, you can really create some substantial income pretty quickly. And it, like, marrying the two just creates like this perfect combination. So I'd love to know, which one do you want to hear more about, or which one sounds more like better to you? Because if you're on this webinar, maybe you feel like you just want to be a customer because our customer rewards are amazing. That's okay too. Or if you're here and you're like, well, I would like to be a social marketer, but really just build a pod, you know, helping other customers, helping your customers, sorry. Let us know, like, let us know where your thoughts are here, which side you feel like you like the best. I love helping and coaching people on the customer side, but the team building side, guys, we create a culture and a network here that is by far better than anything I've ever been a part of, right? I mean, I grew up in a salon world and I can get kind of catty. Here we have so many women together and it's amazing the co-creation and collaboration we have. Our team building here has just been really more than a team. It's a huge network of supportive and empowering women that can just change your life being a part of something like that, right? Where you have girlfriends. Quick story about this real quick, and then we'll move on. My upline, right? The girl I enrolled with, she was my upline in my last company. She was actually 9 people above me. She ended up being the one that reached down to help me build that business. And over the last 4 years, she has become my best friend. That is how much these relationships can impact your life. And I have somebody on my team that we went to high school with together, and we weren't really close in high school. And since she's joined my team over the last 2.5 years, we have become like insanely good friends. And I can't imagine like not having her in my life or doing this without her. So just know that like there's so many benefits to building that team that you may not even know about yet. So we'll go ahead and hop on over to the next slide. Yes. So, I mean, are you ready to sign up? No. Let me tell you about your package options, right? So we've kind of gone over a little bit about who we are as a company, some of the products that we provide, the network that you're going to get into, you know, the relationships that you're going to build. And really, guys, before we hop into our different packages, I really want to reiterate again that the team, strength of the team matters, and not just with the company. And you are locking arms with some of the most uplifting, empowering women I have ever had in my life before. You know, we have got a culture here that is inclusive. So I know in some other companies you sign up and then like people like disappear, like sink or swim, you know, you're on your own. Like it happens. I'm telling you, my last company, I had to reach 9 people up above me before I found somebody that was willing to lock arms with me. And so just know, if you jump in to this business decision, that's not going to happen to you here. You are locking arms with people who are dedicated and passionate about helping you reach your own goals, not for their selfish needs, but like we love helping people helping people, right? And we've got all the systems set up to help you be super successful. So we've got Facebook groups that you'll be a part of. We have chats that you'll be a part of, and we'll talk a little bit more about that, you know, here later when you hear from some of those incredible women. But the systems that we have to help you be successful on top of the network is it's priceless. So there's a lot of ways to get started. We always talk about the XM pack because it is the best value, right? And I want to give you the best bang for your buck. I don't know about anybody else, but who else in here shops the sales? Like sometimes I'm even guilty of like, I'll buy in bulk because I'm getting a better price. Is that crazy? I don't know. Drop me like a 1 below if you like to shop for the best value. And that's exactly what this XM pack is going to get. So you're going to get shopping credits redeemable over the next 4 months. So you'll continue to get products for free. $200 worth over the next, so this is on top of the credits that you can earn for free, right? Because we talked about that. You earn those clean living credits. This is an addition to that. So can we go on to the next slide here? You're going to get one free ticket to an upcoming Modere event. We do them twice a year, which we're doing one at the end of this month in California. We've had them in Kansas City. We've had them in Florida and Salt Lake and Dallas. We have them all over the country. They're so much fun. And I'm just going to talk on this for a second. I've been to other companies' events, and this is like going to like a Coca-Cola business event, because that's how much training you'll get. It's like hands-on training from the best of the best, not just in this company, but in this industry. And then you get all the fun networking with, like, I think it's just like a big girls event for our team. My team's a bunch of women, so guys are included too. We're not just all girls, but we primarily are women. And so it's just a huge fun event where we all get to come together, because some of our teams are all over the United States, right? So it's so much fun getting to see everybody and hang out. So you get your ticket for free, which, I mean, that within itself pays for itself. And then you're eligible, this is why we call it an XM pack. You're eligible to earn a Modere experience. Okay, so you can earn an iPad giveaway, or iPad, a Apple Watch, a weekend getaway, or a shopping spree. That's awesome. And then on top of it, you're getting your products. So we have a couple different collections for you to choose from. Like I said, we've got all these products. And guys, this is not just the only collection. We have so many collections to meet you exactly where you're at. We have the Pro Fitness one, the Pro Skincare. I have not even talked about our new skincare line. Oh my gosh, I can't even dive into it, because then I'll just talk too long. And then the Pro Social, which is kind of like a mixture of some of our best of the best. So the retail value on that is $11.57. Guys, that's not what you're gonna pay. So like, you're on here and you're like, oh my gosh, there's no way I can afford that. Don't worry. And then you also have your social marketer enrollment, right? So let me tell you what you are going to pay, because you're like, the value is insane. But before I get to that, like I was telling you about the network, right, that you're gonna get. What if all this did was help you reach your health goals? Would it be worth it? Or if it gave you that community that helped you like change your life, that was just empowering and positive and supportive, and that friendship that you needed? What if, you know, this helped you build a thriving online business, or created a backup plan for you and your family? I can tell you from personal experience, create the backup plan before the backup plan is needed. Don't wait until you need the backup plan to start building it, okay? Wouldn't that be worth it? Yes. What if in a few, like, oh, go ahead. No, sorry. This is all you're going to pay. And I wanted to let you know, like, this exclusive additional $30 off is only for the next 48 hours. And that is on not just this kit, but on some of our other kits. So you're not going to pay $1,200. You're not even going to pay $399. It's only $369, which is basically just the price of your, like, less than the price of the products that you're going to get. And you get everything else for free. Amazing. It's absolutely incredible. And for me, this is the best way to get you started, because it gets you locked and loaded and set up. Once you earn that XM experience, the income that's going to be provided at those levels to get you there, you're off to the races. The sky is the limit, right? Yes. Okay, so stay tuned, because I told you we have these giveaways, right? So we're going to hear from 4 incredible ladies on our team. I want you to tell me your biggest takeaway from each speaker, and you will have the opportunity to get one of these awesome prices, which is basically like a jump starter pack right, for your business. So you are going to hear from Ashley next. I'm going to invite her on so she can share a little bit about her story and fear of what friends will think, because that's a big one.
Thank you so much, Heather. Oh my gosh, can I just like sign up all over again? You're like giving me goosebumps. Like, yes, this is amazing. So you guys, I'll briefly introduce myself, give you a little bit of background, and then I love this topic and I'm going to take it in a little bit of a different direction because it's how I feel. So I'm Ashley Samadani. I'm a Platinum 2, Director 3 with Modere. I've been with the company for I think about 17 months, so not too long. I have a daughter who's 3. I'm a wife. I live out in California. My background is in education. I was a special ed teacher for 9 years and then a program coordinator for almost 5 years, and then shifted to the stay-at-home mom life. I went back to work thinking that's what I wanted to do when I had my daughter. I was back for a year and I just couldn't foresee being away from her for 60 to 70 hours per week, no matter what my salary was. And so my husband and I consolidated to one income, moved. I was a stay-at-home mom, but right away, I really missed a lot of things about working, even though I was, living the dream, getting to be at home with my daughter. I really, I wanted to be able to make impactful income still. I wanted to have spending money. It was definitely more, my husband, God bless him, he's a hard worker, can cover all of our bills, but that's a very big difference going from 2 incomes to 1. And so I really wanted to continue to find a way where I could do something from home. And I thought, well, if I can just, make a few hundred, maybe like $300 to $500 from home, that would be great. And so I had a blog at the time and had been making pretty good income with that, and then had dialed that back. I thought about kind of ramping that back up again, and roundabout found network marketing, and partnered with another company. And this is going to tie in, I promise. Partnered with another company first, and it was my first experience with network marketing. Had no idea what some of the kind of what I now see as sort of flaws with the traditional model were. And along that journey of about 11-ish months, almost a year building with that first company, I kind of realized some things I realized some things I loved about network marketing: the relationships that you form, the personal development. Sometimes you'll hear people say that network marketing is a personal development like course with a paycheck attached. And it's very true. You meet so many people who are inspiring. They are really working daily to be the best version of themselves and pour into other people and help other people to better their lives. I loved that. I loved the ability to, make a side income or, a full-time income, depending upon a lot of factors, from home. But what I found toward the end of that first year partnered with my original company was that I was sort of the only one finding a pretty limited amount of success relative to the amount of effort that I was putting in, and definitely the amount of effort that I saw teammates putting in. In fact, in this model, it was more of like a self-consumption model where people were having to buy stock and kind of going into debt to kind of make money, but not really. So it wasn't a fit for me. And so I found social retail through just seeing, maybe you might have the same kind of story. I saw friends post on social media about liquid collagen on a spoon. I was like, I love everything anti-aging, and I don't have the Fountain of Youth in my fridge. So I reached out to her and asked about it, and she ATM'd me, as Heather mentioned. She just said, oh, actually, I partner with the company that carries it. I don't know all about it, but let me invite you to this group. I'll tag you in some info, check it out. And then let's just reconnect if you have any questions. If not, I've got a $10 promo code I can give you. I'm like, what just happened there? Like, what was that? And then I realized, I'm like, oh, this is different. Like what she's doing is I'm like, I totally want to do that. That's like what we do all day, every day on social media. Those of us who are kind of active on social media. Anyway, we're just sharing stuff we like. I'm like, Spindrift is the best sparkling water ever, you guys. You can actually get it on Amazon. I got mine at Whole Foods. Like, this is awesome. Here's a link. Literally, she did that to me. I was like, oh man, that's awesome. So that's how I got into social retail. It was a pretty easy sell for me because I was going to leave the industry and just start building up my blog again and, looking at some different things. And then I saw that and I thought, well, I'm going to give that a shot because I feel like anyone can do that. I feel like everyone who I was working with could do that. I'm like, this is just like a way to monetize what we're already doing, a way to monetize our social media and spending our time there, and then hooking people up with like the Amazon Prime of non-toxic products. I'm like, yes, win, 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 everyone's winning. So that's how I got into social retail. But I want to talk about fear of what other people think, because I think this is big, and there's kind of two components to it. So first of all, if you're someone who is currently partnered with a company, and I know I had pride because I worked my butt off in that first company. Like I was working, I don't even want to tell you how many hours per day and what the cost per hour, or what my wage per hour would be if I broke it down. It was like probably like pennies on the hour for what I was doing. But I had a lot of pride because I'm like, I'm doing this. Like, I do not want to, I don't want to, leave this company. People will judge me, and, people will question my authenticity, and people will wonder if I really like the products and all of these kinds of things. So if that's you, there's that fear of what people think. If you're like, you know what, I'm seeing social retail, I'm seeing, if you don't know, Heather mentioned, I mean, literally top of the top of the top, like the who's who in network marketing are flocking to Modere. And there are tons of reasons for that. And the biggest reason that you'll hear over and over and over from leaders coming over to Modere, the number one thing is because their teams can win. From the newbie to their top leaders, they know that people can win with this model because it's based upon customers. It's a real social retail model. It's what people are doing on social media and just not getting paid for it. And we have a very like plug and play system. So if you're looking at that and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm intrigued by this, but I can't do it. I can't make the switch. It is hard. That fear is real. But the thing is, you have to think of it. And this is for people who, you may not have ever partnered with a network marketing company. You have to ultimately make a decision based on what is right and what feels in alignment with you and for your family first. Like that is your priority. Don't let your pride lead you to poverty. If you're in a company and you're in a place where you're not finding the success that you feel like you should be, that's where I was. And then I partnered with Modere, and no income claims, because it is based on effort, it's based on a lot of factors, but I've been able to 5x what my income was after building for a year with that first company. So it's real. Like the duplication is real. The systems are real. It's not like I all of a sudden became like this super hustler and then applied my effort and got those results. It really is the systems. My team is smaller. And we have 5 times the volume. So that is crazy, you guys, but that's very common. I think everyone you hear from tonight will tell you that's been their experience too. So if you're worried about what other people think, I get it, but you really have to put yourself and your family and your future and your team. If you have a team or you want to build a team, you have to put them into consideration first and what's going to be best for them. So that's just kind of a little caveat. So here's the other thing though. If you've never been to network marketing and you're like, oh my gosh, what will people think of me? Like, I'm going to be that girl. I'm going to be that network marketing girl. And oh my gosh, like I'm just gonna have to take selfies all day long with products. You're not going to do that. We won't let you do that. So if that is your fear and you're like, oh my gosh, what are people gonna think? We're not gonna let you show up on social media as a spammer. We're not letting you do anything other than what works in 2020. We're going to teach you how to be an authentic influencer so that you're not pigeonholing yourself into even one industry. So you're leaving options open for yourself and your family and your future to monetize your social media however you want. You're going to learn the skills to pay the bills. We're not teaching you to be a glorified sales representative or something. You are a social influencer partnered with a clean living brand, and you can promote other brands. Like I share, go look at my social media. I literally talk about things that I use, buy, love, and do every single day. And sometimes they're Modere, and majority of times they're not. I use Modere products every day, but I'm not trying to spam everyone with Modere, right? So we're going to teach you how to show up in a way that's not going to create that like, oh, there goes Susan. She's one of those girls. She's just posting her before and afters every day. We're not going to let you do that. So don't have that fear, or you can have it, but I don't want you to worry about what other people think, because we're not going to let you show up in that way that I think most people fear they'll be perceived. Does that make sense? If that's making sense, just drop me like a thumbs up or whatever in the comments. But you guys, fear is real, and fear of what other people think is a real thing. And so I want to validate that for you, but I had a lot of that before getting into the industry. And then actually I did kind of become that person. right? Like I was posting about my products all day long. I was like the face of a brand and all of those things. And I learned from that experience, and I learned that I didn't want to do that, and I won't let you do that. And none of your leaders, no one that you sign up with is going to let you become that person. You're going to be showing up, like Heather said, we're going to be teaching you attraction marketing. We're going to teach you how to brand yourself. We're going to teach you how to show up and add so much value that people are going to love this person that you're becoming through this partnership. And they may not even, it may take them some time to figure out what you're doing. And that's what you want. You want people to be curious about, what is this different thing that you're doing? It's different. You're showing up differently. They may not have ever seen it. I hadn't seen attraction marketing plus social retail in this way, and I was very attracted to it. So there's some food for thought. I wanted to tell you a quote, and I always think about this, and I'm probably butchering it, but it's, your life isn't yours if you base your decisions on what other people think. So if you are wanting to do something, you're wanting to, do this thing with us and partner up and make an additional stream of income from your social media without bugging your friends and family, without becoming a spammy McSpammers, then if that sounds good to you, just remember, people are always going to have opinions. Always. And you can do whatever you want. You can be Mother Teresa and someone's going to, well, maybe not, but people are going to have opinions on everything. And there's always going to be haters. And most of the haters are people who, you're always going to have people, if you're doing something bold and different, like you're going to have people that are insecure and small-minded and limited perspective, and they're going to judge and they're going to hate, but those aren't the kind of people that you really want to care about their opinion anyways. And what you would be coming into is a group of people that are growth mindset type of people, positive, oriented around, cheering others on for their successes, no matter what they want to do, how they want to build. That's what you're stepping into. So if you have a lot of people in your life that you're worried about, that they're going to just hate on you and judge you for like wanting to do something awesome and cool, I don't know if those are the kind of people whose opinions you should be allowing to dictate decisions that you make in your life. Can I get an amen? I'm not doing it. I'm not about that life. And then lastly, I don't know who this is going to speak to, but it might speak to you. It speaks to me. You have to have you have to have your why, your reason for why you want to do something like this, that you want to be a social influencer, that you want to make an additional stream of income from your social media, that you want to learn the skills to pay the bills and do this thing. You have to have a why for that and a reason. And sometimes you need a little bit of motivation because over time, like this is work. It's work. It's really light. It's really fun and all of that, but it is work. And so for me, when I was thinking about, all right, what are people going to think about me? Like, people that I worked with in the past, like now I'm building a brand on social media and I'm like, trying to be an influencer and all of that. And you get a little bit of like, who am I to do that? Well, use your fear of other people's opinions and use your fear of failing in front of other people, because that's what it is. You're scared of being seen, starting small. We all have it. I definitely have had it and catch the bug every once in a while. Use that to fuel you. Use that to motivate you. Like prove them wrong. If you think you have a bunch of haters and you think you have a bunch of doubters and naysayers, use that to fuel your fire to win. You can win here. You can win here. Like I can give you one of bajillion examples of people who were failures in multiple companies for decades in network marketing and are having success finally with Modere. So if you want to do it, you can do it. So use that fear of what other people think to drive you forward, to take action, plug into our systems, plug into our launch plan, plug into the things that everyone who's been successful here, whether or not they had a following or not, have done to be successful, and let that drive you if you're that type of person. And Brittany's actually going to talk about next. I believe Brittany's talking about, can you be successful if you come in like without a big following and without a big network? So I'm going to pass it off to her. But in conclusion, like if you have those fears of what other people think, like validate those, take them into consideration, but like ask yourself if you're letting your worries about what people may or may not think about you, like dictate what you want to do for your life. And I know that's hard, but I challenge you to do that, because probably that's a block. That's a block for a lot of people. And I want you to kind of get that, out the window. We're not going to let you become this crazy spammer or weirdo. We're going to teach you amazing skills that are going to help you in a lot of areas in life and open up a lot of doors rather than close them. So Britt, take it away.
No crazy spammer weirdos over here, you guys, for real. If you can hear me, drop us some comments, drop me some love. You guys, listen, there are mic drops all over the place. If you did not get some sort of takeaway from Ashley, or Heather, or any of us, I mean, you're not listening, let's be real. So I wanted to talk to you, first off, really quick, opinions don't pay your bills. Other people's opinions don't pay your bills. So I went with that quote literally from the beginning of starting my online business and starting a virtual business. So if you don't know me, my name is Brittany Camerati. I am 35 years old. I'm in the Philadelphia area. I'm a cat mom first and a wife. And I absolutely love building businesses online, being able to be home and not have to deal with the daily grind of the usual, the traffic into work, the boss breathing down your neck, and having a job, hang over your head, and hopefully you won't get laid off. Hopefully you won't get fired. Hopefully your company doesn't shut down because, who here loved Toys R Us and Forever 21 and all the places that are shutting down over the past few years. It is a shame, but at the same time, y'all got Amazon boxes at your front doorstep and you can't say otherwise, because the reality is things are online, and if you aren't capitalizing and monetizing in the social media world, you are being left behind. So why don't you think about the ways that that Modere can really help you in having that plan B, having that backup, So I'm here to talk about, how do you even do this without having a big network or without having a following? And really, I want you to think of outside of your hometown, outside of your small town. Maybe you live in a big city, outside of the big city even. You got to think in abundance. And the beauty of this business is there are millions upon millions upon millions of people online every single day looking for a solution. They have a need and you have a solution to give them, okay? So I really want you to think about the beauty of an online business and being able to reach the masses and connect with so many other people who are just like you in some way. Look at all the people, you'll see the other two people that are going to be jumping on here to share a little bit about, the other few questions, but we all come from different backgrounds. We all have different home lives, lifestyles, things that we've been through, experiences, all of that stuff. And so we all like different things. And what I like and what I do and the people that I attract are going to be different from the next person and the next person and the next person. You are the only you, and you are the only person who can attract those particular people out there. So don't think of it as, I have two friends in the world and that's it. Well, listen, if you have two friends, that's awesome. That's what I got in real life, like in my hometown. But there's millions of people that I've been connecting with over the years. I've been in the industry for 6 years. I've done coaching. I've done multiple network marketing businesses, and you guys, there's something so special with connecting with a stranger that is across the ocean that you're talking to in real time. You guys, we're like in 2020 right now, and we're talking in real time to someone over in Europe, in Australia, wherever, right? And we are able to connect with them on a more personal level, but also help them find a solution, whether it be a product or our opportunity, right? And you guys saw those products. Come on, we have an incredible product line. It is crazy. But one other thing I really wanted to touch on was, and this is something that Heather actually already touched on, it was our referral system. So how I really built up my business over this past, I would say, probably 19 or 20 months. I started just before Ashley did with Modere. How I really built up my my Modere business was through our referral system. You guys, if you truly lock in and understand what our referral system is and how it works, you are going to open yourself up to hundreds of thousands of new customers. And you guys saw that compensation plan it ain't like something small. It is incredible as you unlock the tiers. It's insane. But you guys, you're opening yourself up to more and more people and more networks. So I know Heather already kind of went over it, but for instance, say my friend Jen wanted to buy some products. She bought some products. She loved it. Well, if she makes a post over on her wall about how much she's loving and using the product, she can have people commenting and liking, right? Because hello, she's talking about something that's a solution for her. So obviously it's going to connect with her network as my customer, Jen. And you know what? All these people who are commenting and liking, those are referrals. And all of those referrals who buy, they are going to give Jen credit. Like that is rolling up to Jen getting credit, as in $10 per person purchasing. She's getting $10 in free product credit every single time. And guess what? The commission, since she is not a social marketer, the commission rolls up to the social marketer, me. I am getting the commission. My friend Jen is getting the hookup with free products, and she now has friends that are connected to me. And guess what? Those friends can make those referral posts also. And guess what? That commission rolls up. Infinity, you guys. It is insane. This referral program is unlike anything I've ever seen out there. And once you unlock that and see that, you will see that you have an unlimited network of people raising their hands, saying yes, that they actually want to learn about your product, as opposed to you tapping on everyone's back, spamming everyone. That's not how we are. I've been in companies like that. That's not how I want to be, and that's not how you will be. So with that, I want to throw it over to Michaela. I hope you guys get so much value, and thank you for sticking it through with us. I know we're just at the 10 p.m. mark, but we have 2 more awesome guests jumping on. So Michaela, you want to take it away?
All right. Thank you, Brittany. So my name is Michaela, and I am so excited to talk to you all tonight. I'm so fired up with this call. I mean, even being a part of this company and just hearing these wonderful women like share their hearts and their knowledge and their value just like gets me pumped up. My poor husband is asleep in the next room, and he's probably like, could you calm down a little bit? But I mean, whatever, real life, right? So I am going to talk to you guys about the objection of being maybe too busy or not having enough time, and basically what we do. And before I start with that, I wanted to share a brief background of mine. I have been with the company for 6 months. I am a gold team leader, and my background is in elementary school teaching, also some mental health. My family at one point had a brick and mortar business for 10 years. And due to high costs, we couldn't keep up with it. Times just got hard, and we all ended up moving back in Colorado. I am a full-time graduate student as well, and I did recently make the move from Colorado to Florida 6 months ago, and that's actually when I started with Modere. So my teaching license didn't transfer with the state, and I was like, I really want to focus on school, put all my dedication in there, and I had this opportunity that it was like, oh my gosh, I can stay home. I could go to the beach, honestly, and work from there if I wanted to and make some money, which it's just a no-brainer. I also want to add that I'm a huge family girl. I love my family, almost an obsession of an amount. And so this job, this opportunity has given me some freedom and flexibility to be able to go back to Colorado and see them, or they can fly out here and I don't have to, drop everything. I can still work in pockets of my time and still have an amazing time with loved ones and cater to my schedule as needed. I will start off by saying, as far as time goes, we all started this because we wanted to create more time. I feel like everybody at one point and I mean, if you agree, drop some clocks there in the comments below. Everybody has probably said, oh my gosh, I need an extra hour in my day. If I only had 2 more hours, I could get so much more done. And let's be honest, would you really? Okay. And I only say that because how many times do you go to the bathroom and you're scrolling in there? You know, you wake up, you're scrolling your phone while you're in bed, watching TV, you're scrolling anyway. So why not go ahead and make some extra money? I mean, hello, no brainer. Like, I am one of those people that $1, if I have an extra $1, it's $1 more than I had. So I'm all about it. Okay. So it's kind of been touched on a little bit, but we are already sharing things that we love. You know, you're sharing movies or a restaurant or, you know, Disney Plus that debuted and everybody was going crazy about that, sharing that. You weren't employed by Disney. You weren't getting, you know, commission or kickbacks, anything like that. And you're sharing galore, you know, the Starbucks drinks, everything. You're posting about that. And so again, monetize it. So this is all things that you could share without spamming, you know, and make some extra income. You know, one of the great things is that we have a daily method of operations or income producing activities. We basically have like a list that's kind of given to you. And you can go and, okay, you are basically relationship building. Okay. At the core of it, that is what it breaks down to. And let's be honest, again, we're all about honesty here. It is hard to have friendships or make new friends as adults. It's awkward, you know, it's not as easy as it was in elementary school. And so you are able to have strong relationships, build on those relationships, and people are gaining that trust with you to then help them, you know, like give them a product that's going to benefit them or an opportunity that could benefit them too. This is not something that it's not an 8 hours a day job. You know, you could work an hour here, an hour there. You could take 5-minute increments and let those lead up to an hour's worth of time. It is not something that you really have to do an 8 to 5 every single day. You know, you could check in every day. You're simply giving little bits of value that you would be posting anyway. So, I mean, there's something exciting about it. And to be honest, you start small and you're like, okay, and then you kind of find out, oh crap, y'all, this works. And you start to get like this excitement and almost like a high with it. And there have been numerous times that like we'll be literally in line at Disney World and my husband's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm working. Like, this is so exciting. So don't let time steer you away from this opportunity. It's completely different from other businesses. I mean, I've personally been a part of a couple in the past that you are required to exhaust a ton of time to, and this is not it. Okay. So take a chance, take a leap of faith, and like try it. The time is going to pass anyway. All right. So with that, I'm going to turn you over to my girl, Nicole, and she's going to give you some more info.
Guys, can y'all hear me okay? All right. Well, guys, I don't know about you, but like Ashley said a couple minutes ago, like sign me up again. I feel like this is just like the mecca of all things great. Every single person who has spoken tonight has touched on something that I know has been an objection that I personally had 8 years ago when I stepped into this industry, and that many people have that I talk to on an everyday basis who are looking for more. And honestly, I had a conversation with someone earlier today and I said, hey, I know we've been talking about this since 2018. Is this going to be the year that you take the step and you make the change. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, that's what we need to do, right? We see this great presentation, we see the potential, we hear the stories, we literally are watching women and or men share their story, talking about how they went from living a life of struggle. Heather, your story was so compelling, to being able to kind of, or not kind of, really step out in faith and have your whole life transformed. And 8 years ago, before I got into this industry, before I knew what monetizing online looked like, before I knew an opportunity like this even was, we were living paycheck to 3 days before the next paycheck, and we were robbing Peter to pay Paul. I know I didn't introduce myself. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm Nicole Morton. I am a Platinum Elite 2 here with Modere. But like Heather said, those titles, those pins don't necessarily matter in this moment. What matters to me in this moment isn't that you know who I am or what my rank is. It's that you know that I was where you are right now. If you're watching this thinking, I need to change. I was you. I was the person who sat at my kitchen table and realized that we were negative $30 in our bank account and we had to wait 3 more days before we could get paid. I couldn't pay my car payment. I couldn't catch up on bills. And when I had enough money, like a tax return or something, and I was able to catch up on things, I would lose the vacation that I thought I was going to have for my family. And so I say all that to say that I know that you're here for a reason. And all of these women talked about great objections that come up. The presentation to show you what we have here, literally a 21st century business model for entrepreneur who's business minded and the 21st century customer alike. And I am excited, just as excited about it today as I was the day that I signed up 3.5 years ago. I have been with the company for almost 4 years now, and the excitement hasn't gone away. What Michaela is talking about, being somewhere and being in line and, being on your phone and realizing that you're working, it's because you want to do it. It's not because you have to do it. You're not striving. You're not glued to your phone. You're not a prisoner to your business. You get to choose what pockets of time that you work in, but because we work with such an incredible mission and such an amazing tribe of human beings, some of which you're seeing here, many of which you're probably seeing in the comment section, it is a blessing to be able to be a part of it. One of the most common objections that I hear is, I don't have money to get started. And I want to say to you personally, like, I feel you because I was you. 8 years ago, when I was negative $30 in my bank account, I didn't have money. I didn't have extra to get started with. I just knew that I needed more. And it's staying where I was, which is where we were the year before, Maybe it looked a little bit different. Maybe we didn't go negative, but we were still paying bills late. We were still paycheck to the day before next paycheck. I knew change needed to happen. So I had to be open-minded. I had to think of what could I do. And so I just want to share with you a few things that I know people do to get started so that they don't feel that heaviness of, well, this all sounds great, and what you just shared with me was amazing, but I don't have even $330. And I want to tell you that there's plenty of ways that you can come up with that, right? There are resale sites on Facebook that you can sell old bags that you're not using anymore, or clothes that doesn't fit you anymore. You would be surprised at how many people would be willing to purchase a wardrobe that you're not wearing anymore. $5, $10 a shirt that you might have paid $25 for that's just been sitting in your closet. I sold old jewelry. I sold old makeup that I had never opened. I didn't do it on resale sites because 8 years ago, I don't even think they were a thing, or if they were, I didn't know about it. I did it on, I think I did it on like Etsy or somewhere. I was able to share what I had. There are some people who get started on a card. Now, I'm not a component of telling you to put a business on a credit card to get started. I would rather you have the money to get started, but I'm also not a component of seeing you wait to start your future, knowing the potential that's here and available to you, knowing that we get daily pay, knowing that you're paid monthly and you can easily pay that back. And so I just want to give you some examples, but I also want to let you know that while that XM package is 1000% the best way you can start your business because of its value, there is a good, better, best option. And I want to encourage you to get with the social marketer who's added you here and say, well, if I can't do that, even though I know you're telling me that that is the best thing, there's absolutely no way. I have gone through all of my resources. I have nothing in my home to sell. There's nothing that I can do to come up with that money. What are my other options? The social marketer who's invited you here will talk to you about that. But I want you to know that you're not alone. I was there too. It was scary to start a business. And when I started that business back 8 years ago, it was more money than what our business bundle kit that we talked about tonight was. And like I said, I was scared. I remember telling her, I know I need this. I know I need this. And I wasn't even sure I could do it. I didn't even know if my investment was going to turn around. I had no idea. But here's another thing that I want you to consider. Many of the products that you can get started with here today are products that you are using in your home already. They're dishwashing detergent, hand soap, shampoo, conditioner, laundry detergent, softener, things that you would already be purchasing. So we're almost not even asking you to reallocate some of your funds, right? Maybe you just don't buy from Walmart or Target or your supermarket when it comes to your specific home care items, right? Maybe that's how you get started. You start with the home care kit. So you're like, okay, I feel a little bit less guilty about putting money into this business and getting started. But I promise you that if you take the leap, if you make the step, that's when change happens. Change physically cannot happen until you take the step, and you're going to take the step scared, and you're going to take the step reluctant. You're going to take the step nervous. That is normal. But if you do it, you will be so grateful that you did. So I hope that I was able to help you see another side of that very scary objection that I believe that a lot of people feel. And I'm going to hand it back over to Heather so that she can close us out for the night.
Perfect. I love that, Nicole. And just to share a little bit more going into that, being very transparent, I had to borrow the money. First time and last time I've ever borrowed money from a friend. Don't regret it. And it lit a fire under my tushy. Not there was already a fire, but to be sure, that I could pay her back. And so just incredible. Definitely, like Nicole said, nothing changes if nothing changes. And so we have lots of options here. We are home for everybody. We would love to see you join our team and be a part of our culture. We appreciate you so much taking your time out tonight to hear our hearts and be on this call with us. Just a little bit of making sure you got all the details, because you have until Sunday night to get entered into those giveaways. So if you have other friends you think would be interested in this opportunity, you can tag them. This video will be here for them to rewatch, even though it won't be live. They could also get in on those giveaways. We've got 48 hours to save that extra $30 off. And that's not just our XM kit. Those are our other kits too. So make sure, drop social marketer down below and tag the person that added you here, so we can make sure to get with you so you can take advantage of that. And then if you decide to join our team, we have an exclusive launch call with the top 6 coaches here to help you kickstart your business. So lots of goodies, guys. You are definitely right place, right time. The momentum is hot, hot, hot. I can't give away some of the secrets I know about the end of this month, but some huge things are coming once we head into our yearly event at the end of this month. So you're definitely partnering with a company that's going to give you something exciting to share as you're launching your business this month. So with all that, I, again, just thank you guys for being here with us, and reach out to the person who connected with you soon. Bye, guys.